Alrighty, Sketchbook Run, take 2. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Shane and thanks for tuning in. Today is another Sketchbook Run. We're going to be doing that today. If you watched my previous videos, you'll know that I said that I was going to do this into a 2-parter. So this will be a 2-parter, and this will be a take 2 of this 2-parter because I filmed the last one and I called Freddy Krueger Five Nights at Freddy's. I know. Call me a heretic. It's awful. So, but anyway, I'm gonna run through this again, and it's gonna be short and sweet and to the point. And the second part will be posted later. This sketchbook has been with me for about 10, 11, 12 years, I think, and it's so old. It's falling apart. Pages are falling out and everything, and it's just old. But there's some sketches in here that I wanted to show you that I talked about in the last sketchbook run. And so I hope that you'll enjoy. So we're actually going to start in the back of the book because the front of the book will be the next video for the series. We'll start off good, yeah. So this drawing, I had just finished the Alice in Wonderland remake from Tim Burton, and I thought the Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter was so creepy that I had to draw my own. I said, yeah, I could draw my own. He's like holding his little sippy cup. His toes are hanging out and everything, and I really like this, and this actually got me a ribbon. Yay, ribbon! And yeah, and so yeah, this was pretty cool. So I'll start off with that one. When I was in class in high school, I wouldn't really listen to my teachers a whole lot. I would just draw the back covers of my notebooks, and a bunch of these characters you're actually going to see today. And so I mentioned them in the last video. So there's Super Squirrel, is the character that I made. There's Spider Lamb. There's Cat Mouse. There's the Mighty Boar. He's like Thor. There's Wonder Webbit, who is not. I think that was somebody had made her. You know, that was already a character. I think. This was either the Green Bean or the Bean Lantern. I don't remember, but I thought he's like shooting out. There's Iron Monkey. There's Bear Devil, Sprint. And then this guy, I think his name was like Quacker Tails or something. I didn't really have much. He was just a person that I just threw together real quick. And there's some other random dudes. So there's that. And then from here, we see all my animal superhero things. So I made Spider Lamb. I heard that there was like a Spider Pig in the Simpsons movie, and I thought that was kind of silly. Well, no. That was before the Simpsons movie. Yeah. So there was like a comic, like a Spider Pig or Spider Pork or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I made my own because I thought Spider Pig was sort of silly. So this is actually a Spider Lamb. So though the world may mock Peter Bacher, the timid teenager, it will soon marvel at the awesome might of Spider Lamb. And there he is holding the criminal, swinging away. A lot of these are actually from like classic comic books because I love the classic comic book look. And so I think of anything out of this drawing, that spider looks amazing. So remember, this is back in high school, so I'm still trying to figure things out. The shading is all off. It's all weird and everything. So I don't know. So anyway, here is Sprint. I once called him Fair Flash because he was a ferret and I couldn't think of any other cool name for him. So he was later called Sprint. Excuse me. And they're shooting a bullet. He catches it and whatnot. And so, what is up with this? I don't even know. I didn't even see that when I opened up this notebook. I didn't even see that out. I guess when you really take a look at things, you go, oh, I used to draw like that. Wow, that's weird. Here's another back of the notebook. So I was thinking of like Mortal Kombat characters. I think I drew this in math class when I was like a freshman No, I was a sophomore and a junior, and this is in math class because it was like an off to a side room. Anyway, so I drew the dragon first. One day, it was like a 2-day sketch, I think, and it was like I drew the dragon first, and then all these different characters, like Mortal Kombat characters, I think. So they just sort of popped up. There's like this guy is like from Soul Calibur, I think, and I don't know who this dude is. I don't know who any of these guys are, but I remember drawing them and where I was. And then randomly there's the Joker, because The Dark Knight was a big movie, and that's a little teaser for the next sketchbook run. So anyway, there's that. Here's the Mighty Turtle, oh, the Invincible, the Incredible Turtle. I later called him Shell. He was sort of like my Hulk character. This little turtle, like Bentley from Sly Cooper, little dude turns into the big dude, and he's sort of like this Godzilla, Hulk sort of character. He's a snapping turtle. Is he turtle, or is he monster, or is he both? He's both. So anyway, I don't know why I didn't color that. Like that might have looked good colored. I don't know. So anyway, some more. I try to make my own X-Men version, and I didn't really. I called them the Fat X-Men, which I thought that sounds like a name for a mailing company. That would be awesome. I don't know. So there's Bashi. I really like how this is detailed and like his sound waves sort of blur him out. I don't know. There's something really cool about that. Daredevil. There's Shadowcat. Pork Chops, who's sort of my Cyclops, Captain America, which I think was already a character as well, and so that might have been inspired from something else. And then my Magneto was actually called Maxtinko, and he was a skunk who just stank, and that was about it. And so this is about the only funny thing I like about this. All of this is just sad. So I'm the worst critic for my art. Unless you're agreeing with me, then you're in the boat with me. This dude I made in high school. I was like coming up with original characters. I had some different superheroes in mind, and he was called Mr. Unknown. And there wasn't much of a story to him. He didn't really have an origin story. He was just a guy who went around beating up bad dudes, and he wore a tie. And that's about it. So a lot of these sketches for this animal superheroes were like part of an art portfolio that I had in high school, and these were actually part of my portfolio. And so I got to knock 2 stones of that with 1 bird, and that was fun. So there's Super Squirrel, there's the Green Bean, there's the Mighty Boar, Wonder Wabbit, Spider Lamb, Cat Mouse, Bear Devil. There's all the characters. Sprint. Pork Chops. I don't remember who this guy is. Like, I know he's Plastic Man. He's a Plastic Man inspired, but I don't remember who, like, what his name was. I don't remember what it was. Iron Monkey. And so yeah, this was really colorful. So I got points for it, so that was cool. Some other original characters that would take too long to go through all of them. So I'm just going to... I've actually got comic books of this guy. I might have to do that one day. So if you want to see it, let me know. And I'll dig out those comics. I don't know where they were, but I used to draw comics in high school of this guy. He was known as Rubber Band Man. And I've not shown them to anybody. So if you want to see them, then they're going to be YouTube exclusive. That's silly. So here's Grimm. So I watched like Blade and Gremlins within a matter, like they were close together when I watched it. And then this character was sort of the mix-up of those 2 movies. And he's known as Grimm. He's half gremlin, half hamster, and he's all evil. You know, not evil, but he's a little hamster that fights gremlins. And how hardcore can you get? So there's all these different little gremlins all around. And he has a giant sword. And a gun. I thought about doing a gun, but I took that part out because I was like, no, he doesn't need a gun. He has a sword, and that's awesome. So there's all the gremlins. I had to draw this on a short amount of time because I was in school, and when the teachers would catch me, they're like, "Are you listening?" I'm like, "Of course I'm not." Here is Freddy Krueger. When I recorded this the first time, I called him Five Nights at Freddy's, and I met Freddy Krueger, and I'm like, no, people are gonna call me evil or whatever. So this is when the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street just came out. And so I came home and I drew this. And it was, the shading's all wrong though. Yeah, this is when I was still figuring things out. I was still trying to be artsy, still trying to do all the shading right. The eyes I wanted to expose. But the claws, this was actually the first thing I drew. So I drew the knives, I drew the claws. And he's sketching out my initials in the flame. So this is actually the coolest part. But I'm still trying to figure things out in this piece, and it's still pretty cool. It was in part of a gallery that I did, like arts, like students art gallery thing or whatever. So there's that. Here's more of those superheroes. They're just sort of flying around, just doing whatever. There's Spider Lamb. It got ripped off. There was water. I had to rip it off, and it was just too damaged. I was like, never mind. So it got ripped. It got ripped in a process. There's the turtle again. When I was in high school, I wrote Super Squirrel stories, and this was like one of three that I had. No, one of two that I had. And so the little dude grows into a big dude. There's the military. They're coming after him. He's like, no. So there's that. There's another part of that story. So these were like covers for those stories, like a portfolio piece. And so I had covers for those stories, and got me an A. That's cool. So there's the first cover. There's Super Squirrel. Yeah, I was still trying to figure out the whole shading thing, and the red and the cape and the boots just sort of collab. They clash together. You can't even see his tail. I don't know. I was still figuring things out. I was in high school, so give me credit. Well, not give me credit, but give me a break. This one's cool. So there's a Super Squirrel and Spider Lamb, and I took this directly from that old Superman versus Spider-Man comic book back in the 80s, 70s, whatever. And although it's copied, I just love the way that Spider Lamb looks. I mean, I took the shading directly off that. I didn't copy. Like you don't copy, you don't trace stuff. That's just not right. You don't do that. But you try to do it the best you can. And I love that fist and that shoe, like his little boot with his little hooves coming out. There's just something about that I absolutely love. This whole side right here is great. And then Super Squirrel, looks okay. So there's that. Of course, if I drew the heroes, you have to draw the villains. So these are all the villains for that. There's King Pig. There's Lex Luthor. There's Dot Clock again. The hyena, of course, what other animal would be the villain? This one was my favorite. He was called the Scribbler, and I thought it was so genius. The Riddler, and then the Scribbler, and he just scribbles everywhere. Ram, like Spider-Lamb's Venom. Then this guy was called either Toothface or Toothpaste. I don't remember which one, but it was like a clean tooth and then a decayed tooth. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's sort of like that. And there's Magstinko in the back. So that one was cool. And then we will end on a good note before a preview. So here's all the characters fighting each other. This one is my personal favorite. There's Dot Clock and Sprint. And this is what actually inspired that one piece that I showed you in the last sketch. So this actually inspired that. And so I thought it was so cool. There's Iron Monkey with a Mysterio character. I don't remember. There's Shell fighting Ram, Hyena, and Catmouse. Ice Cube and Spider Lamb and Beaver Zorro with Super Squirrel, and then I don't remember what his name was. So, and on a good note, yeah, this is the last piece for this section. And then this, although it's not very good, I don't think, it's drawn in pen real quick. I did a Batman notebook back in high school as well. There's a story to that. And so in the next video, you'll see this would be a full notebook all about my Batman sketch. So guys, that's all the time I have for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Come back next time and you'll see more. So if you like it, comment below, whatever, do that YouTube thing. And thanks for tuning in. So guys, I will see you later. Have a great day. You'll see me at the same place, same face. Bye-bye.